Hey everybody, I'm back, and as you can see, my cowl is up there. This is just the first version. I'll be probably making a better one later on, using that one as, well, definitely not as scraps, but I found gotten a few ideas online elsewhere. May not be easy, but I'll figure something out to make a full head cowl. It's not gonna, like I said, it's not gonna be easy. So anyhow, it's pretty much. It's not bad for my first time. I mean, first time only using one sheet of craft foam, so I heard hitting on quite a few snags. I'm trying to build it. The watered down glue method wasn't working with the fabric I was using, plus it wouldn't work with the other fabric that I had that I was using as a substitute. So, in case you were wondering what fabric my cowl is actually made out of, it's actually a PVC type of fabric. So, yeah. So I had to hot glue that one because the first glue version I was using wasn't working. So I'm like, okay. Then I got to the last two left, and I'm like, okay, what to do now? So luckily we have another glue gun that basically the sizes of the glue sticks were different sizes. So like one was this size, the other one was like tinier, like that size or so. I can't really recall right off the bat. I mean, one can literally fit in the other if it was hollowed out rightly with a dowel or with a drill. But so, oh god, I had this all in my head, and then all of a sudden, once I turn on the freaking camera, it all goes out the window. Anyhow, I did have a blast at East Coast Comic Expo. So, lo and behold, second time in a row, I get in the newspaper, but this time on page 2. And I am right there with my new friend, with a new friend of mine named Stephanie. She's actually from the Maritimes, but she actually lives in Toronto. So it was actually great to meet her in person, since she and I became good friends since she had asked me to add her on Facebook. So since then, she and I have been exchanging tips. Now, we're both at the same level when it comes to costuming, but she seems to excel at a lot of other cosplays than I had expected. So she's a little bit above me, level-wise. Of course, I know that she'll probably say in the comments, "Oh, come on, you're great, Mel." And I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, but I don't know if I need the credit." What can I say? I'm very modest about my abilities, but coming with the cowl, I've gotten frustrated at least 2 or 3 times, almost got myself in a panic attack. That wasn't fun, but I had to force myself to calm down, and that's one thing about costuming. If things don't go my way, then I'll get in a huff and a puff, and that's the reason why I don't like doing commissions, because it's stressful. And as much as I like the idea of doing it, I cannot do it, honestly. So, this is going to go in with my treasures. Also, during that same time, I met up with one of my friends from HalCon. His name is Nathan. I'm only going to say people's first names for right now. So, if you'd like to do a shout out, I'll do a shout out, no problem. He had made this. It's a breastplate for Commander Shepard. Now, I think this was his first time doing it. So, anyway, he didn't want it anymore, and he was asking someone to take it off his hands, and I offered. What happened was timing wasn't good for HalCon for us. So it was a hit and miss, just like you're 50 seconds here, there, and everywhere, and so we had to figure out something else. So I reminded him when it came to East Coast Comic Expo that if he was coming, I'd like to have the piece. So he gave it to me, and we talked quite a bit. It was great, and then that was great talking with him. Then all of a sudden, a whole bunch of cosplayers wanted to talk to us, so we were almost like, we weren't photobombed, thank goodness, but I was approached with a situation with a lot of cosplayers in the Maritimes. Now, apparently, a lot of us have costumes that we have and haven't worn. Mostly, the lot of them that we've bought, but we haven't actually worn it. Now, I can vouch for this, because I got one outfit that I got from, that was a hand-me-down, I believe. And there was also costumes I bought that I never worn that I kind of sold off on the side, but it was just store-bought. So, anyway, I decided to actually consider the idea of a cosplay yard sale. Now, I know there's a lot of people who live elsewhere, so I was going to get in contact with a few places and see what I can do about renting a place here in Moncton to hold a cosplay yard sale or a trade-in swap. So if there's something you want that you can't, that somebody else wants something of yours and you want something of theirs, you guys can trade. So that's one idea that I had. So I was thinking of getting in touch with, probably two of the major spots here in Moncton. So that was my first idea, and the next idea was for the cosplay group that I have on Facebook. Now, it's only strictly for people in the Maritimes. If you're from the Maritimes, you're allowed in, but I'm not letting people from other places, because this is strictly for the Maritimes only. I've had people from all over the place wanting to come in, and all of a sudden spamming our Facebook. Sorry, that's the reason why I'm not letting people outside the Maritimes in. I'm only allowing people from Newfoundland and Labrador, Prince Edward Island, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick. That's it. If anyone is actually curious, go on the other sites that we're associated with. HowCon, East Coast Comic Expo, Anna Maritimes, or even Harbor Confusion. I mean, for crying out loud. I try to support as many local conventions as possible. It's not easy for me to get to all of them. I have to plan these at least months in advance. As much as I like to. It's not easy. I mean, I work 6 days a week now. So, because I'm saving up for a wedding, then it's going to happen next year, and I have to start planning, and things are just starting to hit me this week. I'm like, oh, shit! Yeah. So, that's the other thing, and I went off completely off topic. Damn it, damn it, damn it. So, anyway, I'll be working on this later, probably seeing what I can do to fix it up and whatnot. It actually looks really awesome, and it does fit pretty good. So, anyway, to the other thing. I had gotten a toy gun that was actually $3.99 before tax. Now, I've already taken most of it apart. And here's what it's supposed to look like. So that's supposed to be in here, and this is supposed to be on down here. But it looks pretty cool. It does look like something off of Mass Effect, of course. And this is a water gun, for crying out loud, so it's pretty cool. And from what I could tell, there's I believe this lights up somewhere, so I'm not entirely sure where. Right here. So, we put a few little watch batteries right in the side, and it should do something pretty neat. I'm going to be sending this to a friend to paint, because less for me to worry about for the time being. So I'll be putting this in the mail later on once I get his his information, so I can send it to him and give him a little something to do. I really appreciate his work. I really adore his work. It's way beyond me, so why not get someone else not too far from here to give it a really good paint job, make it look like it's actually from the Mass Effect world, and that way I can actually focus on my project for FemShep. I am going to get a wig for that. But I might do it as both my own self and maybe the game version. I don't understand why I'm attracted to a lot of redheaded characters. Besides, I seem to be associating myself with a lot of redheaded characters and brunettes. Barely any blonde characters, honestly. But the only one character I don't associate with is probably Ariel from Princess Ariel from Little Mermaid. That's probably the only character. So I think that's pretty much it that I got to say. I mean, I know I'm gonna have to finish my the Siberia jacket some other time right now, but like I said, once I start something, I gotta finish it, and I guess I'm gonna have to finish both that project and the project that I'm currently working on, that I'm currently gathering for. So my fiance did offer to help, and I'm like, okay. I'm probably sure he'll be commenting like, "Oh, what's the problem, Mel?" I know his level of how he does things. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure we can figure out a happy medium. But I really want to do this at least 75% myself, if not more. So I'm actually, like I said, I am a little on the hype side, so I hope I can get a chance to do this, no problem, and learn from his mistakes, mostly. Anyhow, take it easy, and I'll see you next time when I have another spare time for a vlog. So, there we go.